people, this is Red from Filipino Lifestyle in Cali. Welcome back to my channel. Today's vlog is about Japan. You know, Japan, I think, is one of the best destinations that you can have if you are planning for a trip or a vacation. I'm introducing Japan as one of the best that you can visit. So as you know, Japan once become my home for more than 3 decades and still my home until now. And today's vlog is I would like to discuss with you few things that you can do when you are traveling to Japan, right? But first of all, I would like to give you a little bit of a highlight about Japan. Japan is very unique in its own way. You know, if you come down to the city, you will be delighted in seeing the bright neon lighted city, and the city also like never sleep. And but if you were looking for a fresh air, you would like to go outside the city, and that's where you can enjoy the fresh air. You can see the Japanese mountain Alps, you can see the snow-capped mountains, you know, and stuff like that, right? I said before that Japan is very unique, and probably it might at first it might be intimidating because of the culture of the language barrier or cultural differences. It might be very difficult, but before coming to Japan, I think should be better if you make a little bit earlier a plan or preparation. I think it would be nice to have or hire a tourist guide, you know, someone that is very expert, someone that has that is very knowledgeable on the local quality of life in that area that you want to visit, you know. Yeah. So, you know, having one will simplify the process of your visit, you know, and it will save time. If you come to Japan, you know, they have a lot of this itinerary for tour or excursions. So Japanese people love going around. They patronize their own beautiful place, their own, you know, beautiful country. So you can see a lot of itinerary for tours. If you go to the restaurants, you come to the train station, you come to the post office, you come to the supermarket, anywhere you go, you can see this itinerary, and there were thousands and thousands of it. So probably you might, you know, be very overwhelming if you really don't know where to go. But if you hire someone that is very knowledgeable and expert, they might lead you or give you an itinerary that has a little bit of boast, you know, on you. Probably they get willing to take you to a place that has a special events on that area, that has special, you know, very beautiful place to look at, and very convenient, you know. They know exactly what it is. Yeah. So the itinerary ideas can be tailored to your interests. They know very well. So you know, having a trip should be fun. It's not should be stressful. So I think if we hire someone, that would save a lot of time, and that will make our trip very enjoyable. Alright, so this is where Japan. So today I would like to discuss with you 5 places or 5 things that you can do in Japan. Well, at first, if you come to this Japan, probably you're gonna be into that right away on the city. So you might like to visit this biggest or one the world's biggest fish market, and they call it Tsukiji Fish Market. So you might like to leave your home very very early. You should be there around 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. This market is enormous, huge, and so you will experience, or you will see in your actual eye, in your very own eye, how they cut this big tuna, which they use for they serve for sushi. And so you will find very fresh uh, fish, seafoods, and anything you want, you can get it in that area, in that fish market, right? And you will enjoy it very much because it's very clean, and easy access to the transportation. It's not far from the station, so when you go, it's already there, right? So a lot of people that go there really enjoy that. You can even taste the fresh while you buy the fish. They let you taste it, so it's very enjoyable. All right, so also if you come to Tokyo on the spring season, you might like to experience the Hanami. Hanami is the festival of the cherry blossom festival. So it is a Japanese tradition that when the cherry, they bloom in spring, so all the families gather together as a bonding. They bond together, and they bring their lunch boxes, their food, and if they're a lover, they can bring their food and enjoy the ambience of the flowers, the tree under the flowers, I mean, yeah, the flowers under the tree, and eating their food, and they bond as a family, so they enjoy the falling of the foliage, of the petals of the cherry blossoms. So they call it Hanami, flower watching. And it's very very enjoyable. They focus on the flower. Usually the cherry blossoms, they bloom for like only couple weeks or 3 weeks. So if it rains, they fell on the ground and they look like snow. They are still very very beautiful, but Japanese people take advantage on a beautiful day to go out and enjoy the atmosphere under the tree. All right, so you might like to enjoy that one. Okay, they have this beautiful park, Ueno Park, which is full of, it's right down the heart of the Tokyo, central Tokyo. They call it, the name of the park is Ueno Park, and it has so many cherry blossoms up there. Okay, so another that you can do, second that you can do, is you might like to visit Kyoto. Is one of the historic hub of Japan. So Kyoto is the seat of religious, outpourings. And in Kyoto there is a city named Nara. So you will enjoy the beautiful foliage, especially on fall, on the mountains, and with the changing color of the leaves during fall season. And since it's the seat of religious things, so they have a lot of shrine. And the streets, you might enjoy walking on the streets. The streets are cobblestones. You can walk on a cobblestones, and you will see some geisha, wearing kimono. The geisha, these Japanese dancers. So also you might like to enjoy the calligraphy. Some women, they might have a group of women that teaches this Japanese writings, the Japanese characters, katakana and hiragana. So they call it calligraphy, so you might like to enjoy those. So that is Kyoto and Nara City. Nara is in Kyoto. And Japan has so many national parks, and lakes and stuff like that. So I think you might like to enjoy visiting the northern part of Japan, which is Hokkaido. Hokkaido is the northern part of Japan. It's very, very cold. They have this snowy, all year round, or I don't know. It's really cold out there. Uh, and they had this big city. The Sapporo is on the heart of Hokkaido, which they had a lot of national parks, and the Sapporo Park. I think in Sapporo there is a big park there that that park is all year round. It's leafy green. It's all green, yeah, and it's very wide. I think the park ends from east to west and north to south, so it's really wide. So I might like to enjoy that. And it's better for you to bring your warm jacket because it's very cold on the northern part of Japan. It's very, very cold. It's snowy, and but for sure you will enjoy the exquisite cuisine, the Japanese cuisine. There they had this excellent ramen, the sushi and sashimi, and anything that you want is fresh and savory. All right, so you might like to include visiting the northern part of Japan, which is Hokkaido or the Sapporo city. They had a lot of national parks and lakes to visit. All right, so that was number 2. So number 3, probably you might like to enjoy. If you had a kid, then you can take them to Tokyo Disneyland. I used to live like 15 minutes or 20 minutes away from Disneyland. I live in a city called Gyotoko. Gyotoko is just next to Urayasu, where the Disneyland is. So if you go Disneyland, if you come Disneyland with your kids, you might like enjoy the food and the rides. They had the Tokyo Disneyland and Tokyo Disney Sea, right? And they had the very nice accommodation. They had the Tokyo Disneyland Hotel, which is very, very comfortable. You can stay the night and spend the night watching the parade, the Tokyo, the wonderful, colorful Disneyland parade at night. All right, so next you can visit is Hakone. Hakone is a beautiful place. You can enjoy the beautiful foliage and the mountain. You will see, you will enjoy the hot springs, the hot bath, especially if you come on winter time and if you stay on a resort. Usually most resorts have an outside spa, which is the real hot spring, and you will enjoy the spa with the snowfall falling on you, which is very enjoyable. And you can see Hakone. You might be able to see the snow-capped Mount Fuji, probably on the other side, yeah, Mount Fuji. So they had also good food. You might like to enjoy, you might like to visit this Hakone. All right, so next, if you come back to Tokyo, so there is a place which is located in the central part of Tokyo. It's like an hour away from Tokyo. They call it Fusa City. So this is the home of the American Air Force Base. So on that place, you might like to visit this base if you come on summertime. By the end of July to August 1st, you will enjoy the festival. That festival is about the International Friendship Day, the Japanese and American Friendship Day. So you will enjoy the barbecue, you will enjoy the ride inside the base. They had the aircraft show, and you will enjoy the 1.5 hour fireworks. Yeah, so this place, this city is very unique. It is a mix of American influence and Japanese tradition. You know, the base was there for so long. In that area, surrounded that area, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can visit the Tamura Brewery. This Tamura Brewery has a special drinks. They call it Maburushi no Sake. This is the wonderful or unique savory sake. I would like to include a picture of this one because I visited this place many times. So this Tamura Brewery is the owner of this brewery is looking for good water from the well to make a very savory and good sake. He has to find good water. But one day he dig at his backyard and he said, well, this is the best water I have. This is the best, well. So from that on, he used that water until today. So from that well, he made sake. All right? So they call it Maburushi no Sake. So if you visit this place, they have the wine tasting and the sake tasting. They were very fruity and sweet. It smells good. And they had a restaurant inside that brewery. So they had Italian restaurant, they had the Japanese restaurant. So either way, you can choose which one you like. You might, you can choose which restaurant you will go on, but they serve, you can order this sake, okay, and wine, sake, right? Sake means this owner says, cousin is in Japanese it means I think it's happiness, water of happiness. So from that on, he used this water to make this wonderful sake. All right, so on that area, you can still do a lot of things. They had the Tokyo Summerland, where you can enjoy the hydrangea flowers. It's full of hydrangea. They call it ajisai. So it has this place. You will enjoy the swimming pool. They had a swimming pool. You can enjoy swimming. They open at least I think at the end of May up to July. And this place has here you go. There's a place full of ajisai, full of hydrangea. So I will include it in my prayer. In my prayer, in my picture, in my video. I had the pictures of those. I think I gotta find out. If I can find out, I will enjoy it in this video. So they were very beautiful. There were like 3,000. I think it's 3,000 or something. There's so many varieties of hydrangea, guys. I don't know, I think there were like 60 kinds, and there were like 15,000 ajisai in there. So they call it Ajisai Garden in Tokyo Summerland. All right, so they bloom in the middle of June to the beginning of July. So it's like a 1 month. All right, it is probably the most beautiful hydrangea I've ever seen in my life. So it's very beautiful. All right, so I think that will be it. Another thing that you might like to visit is on that area is they have this very famous Japanese restaurant. It's called Hamasen. This restaurant had uh, bit, it has the biggest aquarium inside the restaurant, and it has 3,000 fish in it. So if you wanna order for sushi, they're gonna get that fish inside the aquarium and cut it for you and serve it to you fresh. So the outdoors are very beautiful. They had the tiki lights outside. They had the Japanese garden. So this is just like we're talking about an hour away from Tokyo, from central Tokyo. So very easy, and it's accessible. You know that Tokyo had the best transportation. They had the they had the most sophisticated transportation ever. They had this very sleek ballet train, which can take you fast up to your destination. So these trains are very sleek, and they only, so the ride itself, you know, the experience, the ambience inside the train itself would be a good experience for you guys. Also, what other else I would say? And you will enjoy the people. The people are very polite. I would say the language barrier might be a little bit difficult, but these days it's getting easier because the new generation are also, all of them also are speaking English at this time. Right, so I think this is the things that I can offer you guys. I would like to add more. There's a lot of places that you can enjoy. There's Mitaka. Mitaka is not far from Tokyo. Actually it's in Tokyo, but this place, it has the Gilby Museum. This museum is about the beginning of the animation world, so you can enjoy that one too. Right, so I think this is the things that I can offer you next year. I offer to you at this time. So I think this will help, and I hope you enjoy this blog. You enjoy, you know, these places which I introduce it to you guys. So I think if you would like to visit Japan, so include it in your bucket list, guys. It's the best destination that you can go. All right. So next time I would like to discuss about the Japanese holidays. All right. You need to know those holidays. All right. So thank you so much for watching, and this is Red from Filipino Lifestyle in Cali. See you next time.